Hello, Aries. Welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. So, we have this new moon in Pisces coming in on the 23rd. So, let's talk about this new moon. This is this energy is definitely about wanting to stay balanced. There is clarity that comes in with this, but but I know the but there's also how do they want me to put it? Okay, so there can be fogginess during this new moon. Okay, so it's about stripping away the fog because it is a new moon of dreaming big, thinking big, exploring your daydreams, your passions, how you want your life to be, how you want to manifest all of this. It's about your intuition and your intentions. However, and I just did a video for Taurus on this. So if you have Taurus in your sun, moon, rising, well, wouldn't be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, you might want to check that out because it's also about not worrying about the how. How is this going to manifest, right? It's more about you kind of doing the work and letting the universe bring in the how it's going to come, okay? So I love this. I love the new moon in Pisces energy because it's like new beginnings. It's clearing out really stuff that has dragged us down and opening us up for bigger and better things if we use the energy correctly, right? So it is really about really letting go of some of the baggage, the negative thoughts that we've had about ourselves, our situations. Really, really, this is like the big new moon for that. Okay. Now we talk about that during a lot of the moon phases, but this particular new moon in Pisces, Aries is really about letting go of those last little bits that have been holding us back. Okay. This is a wonderful new moon for starting a new project, taking a risk, having the confidence and the strength and the courage to do something big. Okay. So let's talk about your spread here. The very first card out, the overall energy from the divine, is the Asmisa, and I'm sure I'm saying these wrong. I'm not as clear on these terms, but we're going to go with Amisa. Somebody can correct me. I'm never going to pronounce everything exactly perfect. But I do love the energy of this card. And what is so fascinating here is look at, I'm not even sure if that is supposed to be intended to be a moon, but boy, does it look like a moon. And does it look like you are open to receiving all the good that comes with this new moon in Pisces, right, Aries? I mean, it just, look at how accepting you are here. It's it's a card, the divine is saying that you've kind of opened your eyes to, you've really realized how your thoughts affect your actions, right? And how those actions then reflect the quality of your life. You're kind of opening up to that now, right? Like, wow, my negative thoughts are really, putting some not so good things into action. Or my positive thoughts have really put some amazing things into action. I mean, it is proven that our thoughts do create our reality. And it's like you're coming around to that. Not that you didn't believe before, but maybe you were a little, I don't know. But it does, okay? So you really need to watch your monologue, right? Your inner monologue during this time, during this new moon in Pisces time. Make sure that it is very, very positive, okay? Make sure that you have compassion for yourself and others. Make sure you're having thoughts of joy and peace and not worry and stress. I know, easier said than done, but honestly, if those thoughts of, oh, this is happening, I can't believe this is happening, come in, don't. Just say thank you for stopping by, thought. It was really nice to see you. However, you got to go, and replace it with, it's okay. I'm going to do the work and the universe will provide. Okay. The universe always provides what we project. So listen, Aries, I love you, but you guys can be kind of, happy in 1 second and then blowing up the next second. Okay. So you're still going to get frustrated. You're going to, be stuck in traffic, whatever it might be. And you're going to be like, swear word, swear word, swear word, right? Calm down, right? This is what this new moon, energy will do. And you just got to take a deep breath and you got to stay calm and keep balance in your life. It's about overcoming those, little triggers. That's what it's really about. And understanding that we don't have to explode every time something doesn't go the right way, and that there's meaning behind that. If you are stuck in traffic, I always say it's the universe preventing you from getting into an accident, right? Something else, something that could have been tragic. So when you're stuck in traffic, even if you're late for work, thank the universe because they're watching your back. So really stay out of those thought processes of negativity, right? Replace it with positive, and you will find doors opening all over the place when you do that, okay? You really, really will. So let's move on into the tarot here. So the overall energy is thinking positive and being compassionate to yourself and others, and knowing that the universe is really going to provide for you whatever you put out there. So, very first card out of the tarot, I do love this. It is the King of Coins. This card is a reminder to you that you attract what you put out, okay? Because the King of Coins attracts money, attracts the loans, attracts the raises, okay? People, he's done all this hard work and he continues to do the hard work, but things just come to him, okay? It's like things just come to him out of nowhere. But that could be good or bad, right? So this is another reminder from the divine and from your angels, ancestors, and guides to really keep that positive attitude, okay? You really have to keep that positive attitude. I cannot stress it enough because then the magic happens. Look, you have the Magician. That is one of our tools, is our thoughts, okay? It's one of our tools that we use to manifest the life we want. So if you are sitting there sitting in negativity, I'm never going to get that raise. Well, it's never going to come. All right? I'm never going to get that job. It's never going to come. I'm never going to get that love. It's never going to come. Now, if you open up and you're like, oh, yes, I'm doing the work, the raise will come. I'm doing the work, the job opportunity will come. When you start being like, yeah, and I don't have to put a timeline on it, right? Goals are wonderful, and goals with, time frames on it can be very positive. However, it almost limits us. It almost constrains us. So don't try to put a time frame on it. Just let it happen when it's supposed to happen. But know it will. I'm doing the work. I'm being the magician, right? I am manifesting through my thoughts what will happen. But there's no timeline on it. And once you do that and you kind of release those expectations, and I do not like that word. I do not like expectations. I think it sets us up for failure, honestly. Once you let go of that, that's when the doors open, okay? So I love that these coins are out, or these coins, money's coming to you. I love that these cards are out here. And I do love the reminder from your angels, guides, and ancestors to really stay positive. Now, Aries isn't normally the sign that is just super positive, jumping up and down in that sense. Your positivity comes through your calmness. So I love that, okay? You don't have to just, be cheery, cheery, cheery. You don't have to overdo it. You just have to be positive. And look, we're talking about the overall energy of this new moon in Pisces, Aries, about being in balance. Yes, this is the Temperance card. This is all about being in balance. So again, watch your emotions. Don't snap at people. Don't snap just because, again, you're stuck in traffic. Stay within that balance, okay? Now, look at once all this kind of, you get into this groove here, I want to call it, this groove, look what starts happening. Success starts coming in, right? The Chariot. This is, you're really grabbing the reins and saying, I'm not going to let these negative thoughts, control my life. So in essence, you're taking the reins back And this leads to success, and it will come in quite quickly. Even though I said don't, put a timeline on it, it will come in quite quickly once you have this flip of the switch, this flip of how I'm mentally going to think, right? And again, you can be very polite about it. When those negative thoughts come in, you just, hey, thanks for stopping by. It was nice seeing you again. However, you got to go, right? And that's literally a tool that I use because, of course, I still have negative thoughts. We all do, right? So again, it's about taking that deep breath and it's about going, no, I'm not going to let this control my life. Then you have the Knight of Wands. I love this, right? This is you being able to charge ahead in the positive way. This is for you to be able to take action on the dreams that you have, the big dreams, the wishes. One step at a time. You don't necessarily have to do it all, especially during this new moon, just one step at a time. So I'm kind of getting, even though this is the Wands, which is action, I'm kind of getting the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow and steady though. Like the passion is there, but we don't have to rush. Okay. Just one thing at a time, one positive thought at a time, doing one thing at a time to reach whatever this goal is, whatever you want to manifest, whether that again is love, a job, whatever it might be, but one step at a time. You can have the passion, but that doesn't mean you have to run wild. Okay. Nice, slow, steady, easy going. That calmness keeps coming over. I once had someone say to me, I hate the phrase calm down. And what I never understood about that is, why wouldn't you like that phrase? That is someone trying to help you, saying, hey, you got to calm down. You got to relax. Maybe they always heard it in, hey, calm down. I don't know, in that voice that's condescending. But honestly, when people you love tell you that, it is because they care about you and you should listen to them. Breathe, calm down. Everything's going to work out fine. However, I do feel like you are the ones, Aries, who are going to put that energy out there. So if your significant other is freaking out because a bill came in that was unexpected, you're going to be like, it's okay. It will all get taken care of. Which I got to tell you, from my experience with Aries, that is not your norm. Your norm is crap, right? So I feel like you are switching up your energies, which is really, really good for you. Then you have the Four of Coins. I love this. This is for me, and every reader is going to be different, right? I read intuitively, and for me in this is all about, hey, we're okay. We're secure. We may not have all the riches in the world right now, but we're okay. I'm okay. This is feeling secure with yourself, feeling good in your own skin, just really living in that chill vibe, okay? Excuse me, during this, new moon. Now, I like this. We do have the Seven of Coins come in. There are going to be things, and I really do feel like it's a trickle, okay? It's a trickle, but you're reaping some of the rewards. You're gaining some things, whether that's like a check in the mail that you weren't expecting, maybe your safe driver bonus, right? I don't know. Or a small raise, or maybe, you play, and I am not an advocate of gambling. Okay, that's not what I'm saying, but maybe you pick up a scratch off and you win $200, right? But little bits are coming in. It's kind of like that drizzle before the beautiful rainfall that feeds and nurtures your coins. So I would definitely expect some of that to happen. And I really love this for you because you have the Hierophant. And I don't really get this card that comes out for you a lot, Aries. And the Hierophant is always, it's about wisdom. It's about using your wisdom, your inner wisdom, but it's also about tradition. And it's almost like, what is the phrase, Spirit? It's like you're going back to basics, right? You're just doing the work, nice and slow, and just doing the work and not worrying about the how. So going back to the basics of, this is how we achieve success, right? And the funny thing is that we are in this season, this new moon of Pisces, which is about daydreaming, creativity, changing things up. But for you, it's your thought process that you're changing, but your actual work ethic is going to stay very stable, one step at a time, very slow. Very interesting, Aries. Very interesting. There are a lot of ups and downs with this new moon in Pisces, but you seem to be like gliding. You're just gliding. You're using the energy very well because it is really good energy. Then you have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, your mental mind is very clear now. You're very much into the, I'm not going to accept the negative. I'm going to stay positive. You're just done with the negative, it feels like. Done with it, thinking it. Now, that doesn't mean, again, that we won't ever have a negative thought, but you know how to handle it now. You know what to do with it. You're very clear on your intentions in your mind about, I'm not going to sit in the negative energy anymore. I'm done with that. And look at this. Being in the right energy, guys, just brings things to you. This is the Princess of Coins. This is that new opportunity coming in. New opportunity of love, new opportunity of jobs, getting the first steps. Again, it goes right with that 7 of coins, right? That trickle. Like, here's the next thing. Here's how we're going to bring in the money, right? And it's stable. Stable is the word that I keep getting because of the 4 of coins. It's very stable energy. It's a very stable job. It's a very stable loan. Maybe you applied for a loan and it's got a really good interest rate. It's, from a very reliable source, just things like that. If it's a job opportunity for you guys, again, very stable company, if it's love, very stable love, very much chill. I love this. It's just relaxed and chill. I love it. Then you have the 4 of Cups. This is, for me, kind of like all this is happening and look at what comes out of it. Now we have the 4 of Cups. This is opportunities coming in. This is love. This is money. This is new things. This is the big changes that the new moon in Pisces can bring. Okay? So that starts happening because you're in the right mindset, okay? So in the traditional deck, the person is leaning against a tree, and they are not looking at this cup, this offer. They're looking at the 3 cups down there being like, this is okay, but I wish I had another cup. And look, in this deck, I love it. She is focused right on that new opportunity and ready to take it. I'm ready now. Beautiful. Now, lastly, in the tarot, you have the 10 of Swords in reverse, which is so nice to see for you, Aries, because that is really you letting go of any painful endings, a job loss, something that has happened, probably within the last year or so where it was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening, a breakup, right? And you're just like, I don't understand why this is happening. And very much hurt by it. And then this is now you realizing, oh, I get it. That needed to happen for all of this to come in. I've learned this lesson. I can let go of that pain now. Very nice. And so much so, because some of you might have had some big tragic things happen in the last year as far as like job loss or breakups, because you also have the angel of grief, okay? The angel of grief. Now, I don't think that this means about people passing away, however it could. But really, this is about your own grief regarding, losing that job that was just so unexpected, being laid off, having someone, walk out of your life. And you just were like, I can't even believe this is happening kind of energy, right? Like, why? The why. And now you have the angel of grief, which is sitting here saying, it's okay. You can let go of that now. Again, because all of this is supposed to come in, right? All of this is supposed to come in. So this goes hand in hand with that 10 of Swords energy, just kind of letting it go now. Now, your angels and ancestors and your guides brought out the use equanimity to calm your emotions. This is, again, them saying, hey, let's balance everything out here. When you get upset, to calm yourself back down, right? It's composure, it's having composure, mental calmness, right? In a difficult situation, just going, it's okay, it will work itself out, right? And I love that they're really given that kind of relax and chill and calmness vibe here. Then the divine brought out the communicate card. Communicate with others more freely. Speak up. You have the right to be heard. And for you, Aries, this is about just telling people, what your intentions are, telling the bank, telling a person, and being very, again, charming about it. I mean, you're Aries. You are very charming. Okay? So, yeah, communicate on that very special way that I swear only Aries can do, right? It is just such a nice, you you have a tendency, even though you might be raging, you have a tendency to keep other people calm when you communicate correctly. And this is absolutely communicating with yourself too, right? That's the divine talking about keeping that positive thought process. So, my dear Aries, this is a beautiful message for you. I love this energy. It looks like it's going to be so brilliant for you. And it's going to put us right into the get to work phase, which will come a little later on in the season, right? So happy for you. Please remember to let me know how this resonates with you in the comments. I read each and every one. Don't forget to click the like, share, and subscribe button. That lets YouTube know that this is of value to you. And of course, don't forget to click the little bell. When you click the bell, it notifies you as soon as Spirit and I upload a new video. So all my blessings to you, Aries.